Grand opening, grand closing.
What's up, everybody? Your only friend, these YouTube streets, Porter Rock 77, back with another video. Now, hear me out. For consoles, right? Starting with 2020 and all the talk between what Microsoft was going to do with the Xbox Series line of consoles and what Sony was going to do with its PlayStation PS5 line of consoles. PlayStation 5 was the objectively better choice this gen. Now, hear me out. It's the truth. Now, you can, still prefer Xbox and say Xbox is the better choice for you. But if that's the case, you had to make concessions throughout year over year of this generation. When you objectively look at what was talked about before the gen started, what was expected before the gen started, and how things turned out, PlayStation 5 was objectively the better choice. All stop. Before 2020, lots of conversations in the gaming community, lots of podcasts, lots of technical experts and insiders talking about how Xbox Series X, the 12 T-flops, full RDNA 2.0, all these features for next generation stuff, and how all this stuff would make games better on the Xbox Series X over the PS5. Conversations on PlayStation Smart Shift technology, variable clock rates. Many people said, well, the PlayStation 5 is actually being overclocked, so it cannot sustain those performance, will result in inferior or weaker performance compared to the Series X. It got so bad that the narrative from Xbox content creators, influencers, and fanboys was that the PS5 and the Xbox Series S are more in line with the Series S, edging out the PS5 because of a better CPU, more consistent 60 frames. This was the conversation. The console's launch, and right off the gate, PlayStation 5 was outperforming the Series X right off the gate. And the conversation now became about tools. All the tools and backwards compatibility, because the console Series X launched with no games. Terrible console launch. It just launched with backwards compatibility that enhanced games with auto HDR and all this stuff on older generation games. That became the talking points. Talking points of old games and the tools will eventually come. Well, that eventually didn't happen because year over year, people were still waiting for the tools, and PlayStation 5 still kept getting better. So then the conversation changed from power, performance, tools, to finally Game Pass, and how Game Pass was the best value in gaming. And that the Xbox Series X and the Series S were the only consoles that had that type of service where you get day one games at a low monthly cost at the time of $10. Sign up for $1. And then eventually it went up to $20. But even then, with those prices, that was the hit. That was the main selling point of of the Xbox brand. You got access to Game Pass. You buy an Xbox Series X or S, you have access to a huge library of games and day one AAA games for a low monthly cost. And that was the main selling point of what Xbox was riding on. So you already saw the change already. Going from the most powerful console with the best performance to get the best experience across multiplats. And the cheapest entry. And then all of a sudden, it became about Game Pass. And now that was taken away the moment they raised the price to $30 a month. Now, of course, there's still some Xbox diehard defenders that's going to defend the price hike because of things that people actually don't care for. They want to talk about, oh, now you got Ubisoft Classics. They want to talk about, oh, you got this Fortnite whatever subscription plan that comes with it now. Oh, everybody loves Fortnite. Most don't care about that. Majority who signed up for Game Pass Ultimate was simply because of the day one games, not because of other subscription things that they don't really care about. The $30 a month now took away, for many, the value, the best value in gaming. And when you take the best value in gaming away, when you take that away, then what is left for your Xbox? You're left with nothing. Because now you don't have the service that you thought was valuable. That's no longer there. The console doesn't have exclusives, at least, games that are not on PlayStation. They're making games on PlayStation anywhere. So now you have a box that has no value, and the games that you can play on it is on PlayStation anyway. So you could have just gotten a PlayStation, still played Xbox games, and you play the PlayStation games that don't come to Xbox. You'll get your Spider-Mans, you get your God of Wars. Ghost of Yotei is out. Death Stranding 2 is out. Sorrows is coming in March. Wolverine's coming in the fall. You still got Intergalactic, Heretic Prophet, Stellar Blade. You just a whole lot of games that's not on Xbox and Xbox games. And PlayStation was the only one to actually provide an actual mid-gen refresh with new technology that is not present in the current consoles, which is the PSSR AI upscaling. No other console has that. So you have all these things, plus amazing things to get to enjoy your console directly, like the Portal, PlayStation VR. You got all these things. Meanwhile, Microsoft doesn't even have a right message on maintaining the Xbox brand. People don't even know what an Xbox is anymore. They go to the Asus, Xbox, like, I like the logo, that's an Xbox. But then they realize, no, it's a PC. It's a Fire Stick an Xbox. It's my TV an Xbox. And now the actual Xbox is on clearance. They're being taken off store shelves. And the actual future of Xbox hardware hangs in the balance. Because now there's conversation that the Xbox hardware is going away. The division is going away. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my previous video. I'll have it here so you can click on it to see what changed in Microsoft leadership that brought this concern. So think about it. It's 2025. And right now, you don't have the most powerful console. You actually have the most expensive console line. All the Xbox games going on PlayStation. And as far as the console aspect goes, the best version is the PS5 Pro version. So Xbox first-party games are better on PlayStation. You don't even know the future of Xbox. So you're wondering, should you keep investing in the one thing you thought that was great value? They took it away by raising the price for stuff that you don't really care about to begin with. It's a mess. You don't know which way it's going. Where is this console brand going? What is Microsoft doing? You could play it safe and just be like, you know what? I'm just going PC and ignore everything. But if you want to stay console and be a console gamer because you enjoy that console entertainment, that simple box that you just put under your TV, at this point, the only two that has a clear vision is PlayStation and Nintendo. And those two products are completely separate, so they have their unique identities, which is a good thing. No reason to carbon copy. Xbox, what future? Will they release a new console? Would it even be a console with all the conversation? Or is it just like the Xbox Rock Ally, where it's actually a PC device slapped with the name Xbox? What exactly is going on with Xbox? So objectively speaking, PlayStation was the better choice. Clear, concise definition of PlayStation. Now, that's not saying PlayStation didn't have its issues. PlayStation had its issues. Number one, the live service games, right? But that doesn't interfere with the overall brand. People know there's going to be a PlayStation 6 console. That's not even debatable. Anyone who tries to debate that, you're an idiot. You are an Xbox fanboy praying that Sony doesn't actually make a PlayStation 6. You're just a fanboy hoping and praying that PlayStation will do something stupid. But here's the thing. PlayStation consoles sell. They actually sell. People actually buy the console. Lots of people. 80 plus million. The console selling 100 million. So it's a no-brainer to make another console when 100 plus million people keep buying it. It's kind of like iPhone, right? You see a lot of trash talking on iPhone, but Apple keeps making it. Why does Apple keep making iPhones despite so many people talk trash about it? Because at the end of the day, people buy it. That's it. Everybody could talk all the trash they want online. At the end of the day, the purchases is what speaks volumes, and people buy PlayStation consoles. So yes, a PlayStation 6 is coming out. Not even debatable. Easy. Now, the real debate question is whether they make a handheld, but that's a separate device. An actual PlayStation 6 console, that's a no-brainer. Only the dumbest of the dumb. I repeat myself. Only the dumbest among the dumb would ever think there won't be a PlayStation 6. Objectively speaking, PlayStation 5 was the right choice this gen. And those of you who bought an Xbox, y'all going through it because you don't know what's happening. You don't know what's happening. You don't know what's going on. You don't know if you'll have the opportunity to actually buy a new Xbox, and all the things that you invested in, you don't know if you're going to be able to carry it forward. Everything's up in the air for you. Objectively speaking, PlayStation 5 was the better choice. Argue with your mama. Or go to the comment section and let me hear some dumbass opinion that you guys are about to put. Anyway, your only friend is YouTube Streets Porter Rock 77. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this, stick around, subscribe, like. Membership opportunity is available to the members that you see right here rolling up on the screen. I truly appreciate you, and I truly appreciate all you subscribers. Thank you so much for rocking out. I will see you tomorrow, Tuesday, 60 frames, no lag, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. You guys take care. Peace.